Ohio, everybody, and welcome to the TCP podcast episode 5.
Oh.
Brought to you today by Mangoes. You're never gonna see these deals on these mangoes again, ever. I don't have a pun for mangoes.
I was expecting a pun, and then none come. So,
Man goes to the store to get some mangoes.
wow.
I'm tired today.
Oh,
Today was a little,
is that the problem?
I don't know if that's the problem or if I'm just creatively juiced.
Maybe.
I've been editing videos like crazy for school. So, I thought I was done. I have one more. But that's okay.
One more what? Oh, one more video to edit?
Yeah, I have to edit the play together and put it on the DVDs.
Oh, okay. Well, you're done with school now.
Yes, I am.
How was your first official day off?
Oh, dude, it was legit. Hung out with Mason. We had a great day. We watched a lot of YouTube videos. He took a couple naps. We watched some Puppy Dog Pals. It was a good day.
Cool. That's fun. That sounds nice. Sounds like something you can't do every day.
No, yeah. Can't watch Puppy Dog Pals with Mason while I'm at work. So, super glad that summer is here. How was your day today?
It was good. Worked at work, and now I'm not. So, that was great.
Nice.
Yeah. If you guys want to go to Patreon and donate $5 a month to the Cricket Party Foundation, you guys will get free exclusive content, like other videos that aren't the podcast.
You know what? A Patreon is something that we have, never talked about before.
Mm-hmm.
So, in our creation of more content, that might be something that we can look into.
Yeah, it's not even so much for the money for us. It's for the investment of the content. To be able to
for sure. Yeah, we're not looking for paychecks.
Right. Take that money, put that into trying out a game, trying out an experience, trying out something, or building something, or just making something that otherwise would be more difficult and take more time to make if we were to just have to get that money up ourselves.
Right, because for those of you who don't know, we at the Cricket Party are not millionaires.
I mean, not yet.
We've been doing, Cam and I started the Cricket Party almost 2 years ago. This summer will be our 2-year anniversary. And we asked that Mike and Phil come on about 4 months ago.
Yeah. Might have been December, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe 4, 5, 6 months ago. And since then, we have been, I want to say the content output has at least doubled from what we were doing before. Because before, our content was hinging on Cam and I meeting up, and that was really hard to do when we both worked weekends and we both worked during the week. But now that we've got 2 extra members, we're able to meet up, do a podcast on just odd nights, do more content, do just some extra special stuff that we weren't able to do before. So super, super happy about that.
Yeah, definitely. And we haven't been able to meet up since the second podcast that we've done. But here we are, number 5. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's the same thing. Maybe even better now because everybody has their own mic. so far.
Yeah. I mean, I think episode 3, the clarity just went through the roof. So, I mean, it's just, I definitely think that we're putting out better content.
Oh, for sure.
I'm actually going to be reaching out this summer to several different game companies to see if we can't start doing some reviewing, as well as just giving impressions, as well as looking into potential sponsorships. So, and not even necessarily for paychecks, like we said, just so that we would be able to reinvest into the channel and into the content. Because, let's be real, I'm terrible with money, so having more of it would not be good.
That's fair. Yeah, I would like to thank everybody that used code BANANA on the on episode 3's podcast, or use code CRICKET to purchase your bananas on episode 3 of the podcast. Really,
we made a total of $0.00 on that venture.
But
so,
hey,
in fact, we lost money.
Yeah, we got sued by Bananas. They said that they did not give us the permission, but it's fine.
Nintendo said, yeah, bananas are like a trademark of the whole Donkey Kong franchise, so you guys are going down. So now we owe $3 million to Nintendo, but we're going to be asking them for some codes for some games soon. So
yeah, so back to the Patreon.
Yeah, we'll look into setting one up. I don't know what the ramifications are. I don't know if you have to have a specific view count or view number or anything like that. But what we would do is we would put out some exclusive content specifically to our Patreon viewers or Patreon patrons, as well as get out certain content early.
Yeah.
So our podcasts launch on Mondays. Potentially, we would be able to have those out a day early. Things like that.
Yeah.
So.
That'd be great.
I said potentially. I said potentially. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe even like other. Well, obviously we'll talk about it, but like before we get on the podcast, we usually have a conversation together that could last 10 to 15, 20, 30 minutes, and maybe that would be something that you guys could get on the on the Patreon, just a little something extra, just some more like a podcast, like point 2 kind of thing.
Yeah, like a pre podcast.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. I like that. You get our insider's notes, our chirps, if you will.
They'll be like, "Oh man, this is how they do their podcast. It's so easy. They don't even prepare."
We get on and we say, "Hey, what are we going to talk about?" Okay, that sounds good. All right, let's go.
Yeah,
hit that red button.
Hit that red button. And here we are. So, got a quizzical question for you there, Mackie.
Yeah, what you got?
What if you could be any video game character? What would you be? But you have to live in another video game's reality.
Oh, geez. So I pick a character and then live in someone else's video game reality.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. I gotta think about it. Do you have something?
Off the top of my head, I don't, but I feel like it's just so deep. Like, there's a lot of video games out there. There's video games of movies, so if you had like a favorite movie, you could pick that.
So I'm gonna go with, and this might be a cop-out, but because Cam so lovingly instilled a lifestyle of playing Monster Hunter into my heart, I'm gonna go with, I would love to be a monster hunter in some sort of distorted Pokemon world.
Oh.
If that makes any sense. Because Monster Hunter is all about learning the tells of the monsters, going out there. You're not mistreating them. You're not like killing them for fun.
Right.
Well, You kind of are. But
It's
you
fun.
you end up making armor sets and weapons and things like that out of their parts.
Right.
And I think that in a distorted Pokemon world where they are beasts instead of cute little things that children put into small capsules and battle with, instead, if they were maniacal creatures out in the wild, I think it would be cool. And with the vast amount of Pokemon that there are, there's endless amounts of armors, weapons. I think that would be really cool.
I asked Mackie a simple question, just of what he would want to be.
Man.
And he just made this crazy concept for the best next game that could be. That would be insane. It's just imagine.
It would be really cool. Think about, I'm trying to think of a scary Pokemon, like Hydreigon. I don't even know if you know what a Hydreigon is, but it is a 3-headed dragon, but 2 of its heads are its arms, and it floats, and it's got big black wings, and it's big blue dragon, and it's like crazy, crazy strong. But if that thing were like the size of a building and had like incredible high definition graphics, I would be terrified.
Yeah.
And for that thing to come at you, trying to kill you, and as a human hunter, or, in my universe, a Neonta, the cat hunters, that would be incredible.
Wow.
Because there have already been Pokemon crossovers that have been successful. So, have you heard of a game called Pokemon Conquest?
No.
Okay, so it's on the DS, and I truly, truly wish that they had made more of these, because we all know, everyone's listened to me blab about it for decades now. Fire Emblem is my favorite franchise of all time. Pokemon Conquest is a crossover with a Fire Emblem-esque game called Nobunaga's Ambition. Mm-hmm. So it is a tactics-based Pokemon game where you control Pokemon as though they are Fire Emblem-esque characters.
Oh.
And then each of the Pokemon have a, Japanese warlord assigned to them. So they have, like Charmander has, a Japanese warlord assigned to him. Eevee has a Japanese warlord assigned to them, and they're all, themed based on the Pokemon. So, their armor, Charmander's guy's armor is, got flames on it, and it's black and red, and it looks awesome. And, I don't know. We've seen other Pokemon crossovers work. So why not a Pokemon Monster Hunter?
That'd be crazy. Are they, who makes Monster Hunter?
It's Capcom.
Oh.
So that'll never happen in a million years. But I'd be super down to hunt all 718 plus Pokemon. Because Monster Hunter's all about give me more monsters to hunt.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's enough about what I would want. I gave you about 7 minutes to to think about what you would want to do. Because, man, I feel so bad. I just talk, but that's kind of what podcasts are.
Yeah, that's kind of the need for it. Wow, I can't think of a character I want to be, but the world I would want to inhabit would have to be the Minecraft world.
Okay. Why?
Why the Minecraft? Well, the endless creative. There's no bounds to it. You can make a house here, a house there. You can dig down into the earth, go get diamonds, go get coal, go get iron, different things. It's really just endless. But a character that I would want, man, I think it's a cop out. Everybody knows I'm a little
Nothing's a cop out. At this point, I said what I said was a cop out. So yours is not a cop out.
Everybody knows I'm a little bit of a fan of kind of Harry Potter. So I would choose not even like a specific character from Harry Potter. I would just choose to be a wizard from the Harry Potter game.
Okay.
Stuck in a Minecraft world where I could either use magic to get what I need or go physically and get it. And that would be fun.
That would be super cool. I mean, it would be, dare I say, magical.
Ooh. Yes.
I mean, it would be like completely, you'd be putting a really cool spin on a world that's already pretty in-depth and magical.
Yeah,
for sure.
I really wish that Minecraft evolved more than it has over time. Like, the people who grew up with Minecraft outgrew Minecraft.
Man, so you say that, but Minecraft has been making somewhat of a resurgence lately.
Yeah. Well, it's not even that you outgrow it. It's just you get tired of it, and then you go back to it when you get bored of the other stuff.
And that's absolutely true. Minecraft is one of those games that definitely does almost outstay its welcome.
Mm-hmm.
And then you do end up going back to it. I was introduced to Minecraft by Whitney's brother Christian. And he grew up on it.
No,
Kaiser's pointing to my forehead.
No, my forehead.
Oh, his forehead. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he introduced me to Minecraft, and he grew up with it. So it was one of those things where he had the stickers on his wall, and he had the little desk toys and things like that. And now, like, over the past, I want to say, year, it was one of those pick up put down things where he was just not really interested for a while, and then and by the way, he's in college, so I've known Christian for about 7 years now, and I've seen him on Minecraft and off Minecraft and on Minecraft and off Minecraft, and right now he's back on Minecraft with a passion. He it was so funny. Like a week ago, he was sitting in my living room, and it was right after he had been watching Mason for us for the day. And I got home, and I picked Mason up, and he's sitting there, and he's just, like, kind of looking at the TV, and he goes, yeah, I got back into Minecraft, and I'm not so sure it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because it sucked him in, man. He's been playing until, like, 2 or 3 in the morning every day since. Oh. Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
He's having a blast. I've
never played a video game that I've lost time on as much as Minecraft.
Minecraft melts time.
Like, oh man, you can be doing anything in Minecraft. Look at the screen for a few minutes, look back at the clock, and it's hours away from where you started. And you're like, what happened? I just dug one mine to here. So
I have only played like 2 or 3 other games like that. Skyrim is one of them.
Oh yeah, true.
Where it's just like you take 3 steps and it's been 4 hours.
Yeah.
Skyrim's one, and then like the original Pokemon games were like that for me. But I was also like 4 when I was playing them, so
yeah. There was just a lot of like mods and stuff that came out for Minecraft that were not available on the Xbox, and I only had it for my Xbox. Like the computers I had at the time wouldn't run it, or it wouldn't be comfortable to play on it.
Yeah.
And I was more interested in being able to play those. So like I lost a lot of interest in Minecraft because I was like, there's not really much more I can do now. Like I've already set up my house with the automatic like sorting of the items. So like really. All I do is go mine some things I already have a bunch of and get more of it. So,
see, it came to, and I don't know if something clicked in my brain, and this is just me getting older and cynical. Mm-hmm. but it clicked in my brain where I just sat there and thought, is it worth my time? And now being like a father, no. For me, it's just not. Unfortunately, I can see the merit of it. Like, it's a beautiful game, wonderful game. I played it for hours before Mason was born, before Whitney and I were married, things like that. But now, if I've got 30 minutes a day to play a game, it's not going to be Minecraft. Man, I've got backlogs just like to the ceilings in every single room. Just like thinking about it kind of almost gives me a panic attack.
Dang.
Just like I've got so many things to play and so many things to do, and like I keep buying more, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
And the problem is I'm addicted to like 400-hour RPGs.
Yeah, I could see that. I really want to like a role playing an RPG that I don't know that I can. I don't know. Like I want what Fallout 76 was supposed to be, but better, kind of. Like I want an open world, build your area, do your thing, get your like basically Minecraft, but without the blocks, without the same sword, pickaxe, axe.
Well, have you played Fallout 4?
I played Fallout 4.
Okay.
Fallout 4 seemed very linear to me.
It was.
Like,
it was much more linear than 3 was.
So I felt like there wasn't really much customization, like personalization for it. Like I was doing what was supposed to be done and not how I wanted to do it myself. And I think that might have been why Fallout 4 turned me off from it.
And that totally makes sense, because you're right. It's very... linear's the perfect word for it, but
yeah,
it's very cut and dry with what you can and can't do.
Yeah, like you do this mission, okay, next mission. Do this mission, okay, next mission. That's
right.
It's linear. It's the only way. Yeah, best. And then I just at this point I just think that the only person that can make the game that I want is myself. Like it's not going to just be made.
I mean, that makes sense.
Like 7 Days to Die came out on 360 and they ported it over to Xbox One, and wow, they did a terrible job. There's like input delay.
It's so bad.
How do you put how do you get input delay on the Xbox One? Like how do you But that game was good. But the problem with that was you would find schematics for like the weapons and stuff, and that was what you were stuck with. You would have this one kind of weapon. You'd have this one motorcycle you could get, and
right.
But like everything else was cool. Like it was what I wanted at the time. I wanted a Minecraft game that was more realistic, and that was exactly what it was. Like you dug a hole, and it would dig like a round hole. And it was neat, but they did a terrible job getting it on the Xbox One. I don't know how they greenlit that. That was wow.
Man, I bought that game for Whitney used for like $38.
7 Days to Die?
Yeah. And we got it home, and her sister was like, yo, you gotta get this game. Like, this game is legit. And I'm the kind of person where, like, if it doesn't even freaking run at like 30 frames per second, I can't play it.
Yeah.
I mean, like 28 frames, variable frame rate, I get it. It's playable. But if it just doesn't even come close to the 30 frames per second, just milestone, I cannot handle that.
Yeah.
As I'm getting older. So when that game was put into the Xbox One, and we waited, an odd hour for it to download and install and all that crap, and she took the first 3 steps in the game, and there was already stuttering in the frame rate. She wasn't even near anything.
Yeah.
It's like Ark. I can't do Ark.
Ark was supposed to be the game. That was supposed to be the one.
It's so bad.
That was supposed to be like the next big RPG.
And it's like, even on PC, It's not optimized.
You gotta like have the computer to run it on
You gotta have
PC.
the one that they freaking built it on.
Yeah.
And no one's got that. NASA doesn't even have that computer.
Yeah.
So, I just don't know.
That's so disappointing.
I so badly want you to get into RPGs, though, and specifically because it's my taste, JRPGs, which I know that'll never happen.
What's J?
But Japanese RPGs. Yo. If I see the word JRPG, I'm already, like, whipping my wallet out. I don't even care what it is. Like,
they're coming out with this Harry Potter RPG next year. Maybe at the end of this year.
It's not even been announced yet.
So, I just looked it up just a few minutes ago, and somebody made a video about what to expect at E3, and they had gameplay. Like in the thumbnail, I don't know. I didn't click on it. I didn't watch the video, but they had gameplay from the game in the thumbnail, and this was published on May 7th. So I don't know what happened. But
that was like 24 days ago.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Man, there have been already a lot of E3 leaks. Supposedly the entirety of the Microsoft showcase has been leaked. Like, Sony's not even doing one this year.
Good for them. We don't need Sony to take up any more of our time.
Oh, last year's was a travesty. When he walked out on that stage and he said, "Welcome to church. You are fulfilling your obligation to go to church this Sunday by being at this press conference," I automatically, not even from a religious standpoint, but I automatically was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, you're about to talk about video games, and I've got to find that clip for you, because the second that the Sony guy said that, I was like, you better be coming up to bat with some games, man. And the only, like, true crazy new thing that they showed off was the Last of Us 2 trailer. And we already knew The Last of Us 2 was coming out.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even like an existentially great trailer for the game. It was just a story-based one. Because the first trailer gave us all the right questions. Is Joel still alive? How much time has it passed? Because Ellie's obviously older. Things like, is the world any more put back together? And then the second trailer answered, like, all of those questions immediately. And it was like, no, I wanted that mystery going into the game.
Right.
I wanted to not know about what has happened since then. I didn't want to know if Joel was alive until I put the disc in. And then, the first line in the trailer is somebody says, like, is your dad back yet? And she's like, he's not my dad. And I'm like, well, now Joel's alive. Like,
yeah. I don't get, on a tangent, like a little side note, there needs to be a trailer approval association board that approves all trailers for videos, video games, anything. Like, they're getting way out of hand with just showing everything, all the twists, all the turns, all the climatic, all the funny, like whatever kind of movie you're watching, you're gonna see whatever. Like, if it's a comedy, you're gonna see the best joke in the trailer. If it's a thriller, you're gonna see the turning point. If it's an action movie, you're gonna see like where the most climactic point. Like, I don't understand. Like, I thought Toy Story was gonna be different this year because they came out with that first one with Key and Peele, but like this.
Oh, with the bunny and the
duck, and
yeah.
I was like, okay, so they're just gonna talk about the movie, hype it up as characters in the movie. That's cool. And then they came out with the second and third trailer, and you're like, oh, okay. So she made the toy. Okay, they get lost on RV. Oh, they go to a park. Oh, there's Bo Peep. Like, you just.
I think a perfect example to go along with that is Brightburn. the evil Superman,
Yeah.
or what if evil Superman. I feel like I've seen the movie
Yeah.
watching the extended trailer because it's like 4 minutes long, and I don't feel like I need to go see it.
Yeah.
Because like I know the Superman story so well, and apparently like the I read an article where it was like the only thing that you missed other than that wasn't in the trailer was some R-rated gore that they weren't going to be able to show in a trailer. But you still see his turn, you still see his transformation, and you know that he becomes the villain. You know there's internal conflict between the family.
Yeah.
That's the movie.
Yeah.
So I don't know. No, I agree.
Yeah. Trailers are just the worst. I try to avoid them as best I can. Like I don't seek out trailers. I don't watch trailers, especially if it's something I really care about. Like the Marvel trailers, I don't watch those.
Oh, dude, I watch them 4 or 5 times, and I know that's bad, but it's just something I do.
I think the Endgame trailer, seeing it now, like the Endgame trailer was okay. The Far From Home trailer, the whole movie is in it. The only thing you don't see is when Mysterio reveals that he's a bad guy. That's the only thing.
I feel like you're right. I have a feeling, and there have been some theories out there that like Nick Fury's not actually there.
Oh,
it's all a part of Mysterio's like illusion. We'll have to see.
Yeah,
but I think you're absolutely right. I feel like we have seen the entirety of the movie except for the fact that Mysterio's he's a bad guy, which
obviously, yeah. I've seen a theory that Nick Fury is playing Mysterio and Spider-Man by saying that he's from a different Earth, so there's not actually a multiverse, but he's pretending to believe that Mysterio said this in order to take advantage of the situation and get Spider-Man beside him to take care of him. So
that totally makes sense. If you watch The Winter Soldier, because I just rewatched it. Anthony and Joe Russo, someone was saying like, what are the what are the movies we need to see before Endgame? And he said, if you don't get a chance to see any of the other movies, go watch The Winter Soldier and Infinity War, obviously. And watching The Winter Soldier, first of all, there's callback after callback after callback in Endgame to The Winter Soldier. On your left is from Winter Soldier. The fact that Cap is like undeniably in love with Peggy and he missed out on his chance with her is in Winter Soldier. A whole bunch and his relationship with Sam Wilson blossoms from that. But there is a lot of Nick Fury kind of playing that game in The Winter Soldier, where he knows that S.H.I.E.L.D. is Hydra, but he can't say anything, and then he goes to Cap's house, and then he gets shot, and then he dies, and then you know what I mean? Like, he has to play both sides in order to circumnavigate the end. So.
Huh. That's curious.
I have a lot of ideas now that are, I can put some faith into what you just said.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know he came out and said that. Interesting. Huh.
There's a lot of little things that I think a lot of people put a lot or far too much attention to. Like a week before Endgame, someone asked the Russo brothers whether the trailer for Endgame, like what is going to be in the movie, and he said, I don't know, maybe none of it's in it at all. And I sat there and contemplated that, like, oh my god, we've been misled. And of course it's not a misleading, but I love the fact that they didn't screw themselves with Endgame. Everything that's in the trailers happens within the first 30 minutes.
Yeah. You don't see any of the heroes come back. You don't see anything like that.
You don't see Hulk.
Nope.
You don't see Hawkeye. You don't see any of the time travel aspects, like we got to go back. You don't see Iron Man's kind of unwinding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was very well done.
Oh, the movie was terrific. I don't think it's my favorite though.
It's not my favorite, but it's up there.
Yeah.
Black Panther's still my favorite.
Black Panther is a good one.
It's Black Panther, Guardians Volume 1 and 2, because they hold the same credence in my book. And then Endgame.
Huh.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's like, Guardians Volume 2 is not as good. I thought it was just as good, if not better.
I think for me, it might be that actor. I don't know his name.
Which one?
His dad?
Oh, EO? Or
Yeah.
not EO. Oh, God. It's Ego, the Living Planet. That is, oh, God, who plays him? Kurt Russell.
Yeah, Kurt Russell. Not that I don't like him as an actor. That role specifically is strange for me.
I loved it because it was completely overacted on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Because Ego doesn't know how to be human. And he thinks he's being the quintessential human throughout the entirety of it. And then he's like, it killed me to put that tumor inside your mother's brain. And, like, he thinks he's the good guy. And it's like, oh, dude.
I need to watch it.
Oh, so good. Cam has my copy of it.
Dang.
If you wanna borrow it.
Gotta get it from Cam.
Yeah. It's on Netflix, too, so.
Is the second one on Netflix now?
Yeah. It's been on Netflix.
Oh. They're great movies. All the Marvel movies really are great. I really like Iron Man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I do too. I think he's my third favorite character overall.
Overall, I think he's my first favorite character.
Mm-hmm.
Ranking the characters. Jeez.
Chris Pratt's Star-Lord is my absolute favorite character. Just because he's such a doof.
Yeah, I liked when a lot of people didn't, but I liked when Thor changed.
Oh,
Ragnarok?
dude. Oh, never mind.
No,
I was thinking Endgame.
it's the same character. Like he's still
Fat Thor was like my spirit animal on screen.
That was great.
When he's walking in the Avengers compound and he's drinking the beer and it's like spilling down his beard, and Iron Man comes through and he's like, "Heads up, Lebowski."
Oh,
I was
man.
like, this movie is perfect.
Yeah.
And then when he gets Stormbreaker and his beard is braided, and oh, it was so perfect.
I was like, you mean to tell me that his magic can braid his beard, but it can't get him in shape.
It braided his beard, it pulled his hair back, and it gave him armor.
Yeah, but he's still
perfect.
He's
still stocky.
Yeah. Oh man, I might have to.
There's going to be a lot of cosplays of Heavy Thor, which Whitney was telling me that there's a lot of backlash with that. Apparently, people feel as though they were making fun of depression and anxiety.
No.
I don't feel like they were at all.
Oh my goodness. So, let me plug this real quick. I'll link it in the description too. The Super Carlin Brothers made a video about how Endgame was the perfect representation of this 6, 5, 7 stages of grief.
Okay, I think it's
5.
5. Yeah.
They did it by character, so each character, the characters in the movie. So you had Black Widow, who was in denial.
Acceptance.
No.
Oh, she's in denial. Oh, you're right.
Captain America's in the acceptance phase.
Interesting.
Thor's in
the pain stage or whatever. Here, let me look it up so we don't look like we're just talking out of our butts.
Yeah, but it's a legit thing. We'll link it in the description. It's a great video. The Super Carlin Brothers are a great channel. Probably my favorite YouTubers that make content-based content. Like
Yeah.
they expand on theories. They talk about Pixar, Marvel, Harry Potter, Star Wars, and they just do a great job with everything they do. It's heavily researched. They make it fun for all ages, anybody, and they just really get it out there. They do two videos a week, Thursdays and Tuesdays, and sometimes they're talking about theories and stuff. Sometimes they just talk about, like, they have a series where they go against each other on different quizzes that are made. Like something about Harry Potter, they'll like compete against each other and see like which one of them like knows more.
We should do stuff like that.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool.
Cam, I would like to see a Cam and me, and maybe even Phil, if he's on his A game with Pokemon.
Yeah, well,
because the three of us are like almost competitive players.
Okay. You talk about
So
like answering video, like with
Yeah,
quizzes
like
and stuff.
quizzes,
Okay.
like based on descriptions or move sets or things like that. I think that would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I could be the moderator. Yeah, mediator. Like you guys are in a fight.
We might be in a fight after. So I've got the 5 stages of grief pulled up, and I definitely wanted to hit on these like correctly because I didn't. Like I said, I don't want to make it seem like we're just talking out of our butts. So there are 5 stages, and it is the Kubler-Ross model. You have denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. So my guess is that anger would be Iron Man.
Anger's Iron Man. Denial's Black Widow. Acceptance, Captain America.
Depression's Thor.
Depression is Thor, and then
bargaining would be Hulk.
Yeah, with Hulk, because like they said, it was the perfect thing with Hulk because instead of accepting him as a human or him as the Hulk, he brought the two together and just kind of stayed in the middle with it.
Oh, I like that. I'm curious.
There was one more character that was something else too. I can't remember who it was.
I'm sure Ant-Man is like something in there, or Hawkeye is probably
Hawkeye's anger as well.
Yeah,
I think. Maybe
he has to be.
Anger
He's not
works.
acceptance.
He accepted the fact that it happened, but he wanted to make it right.
He didn't move on.
That's true. He did not move on.
When he is standing there in the rain and Natasha says there might be a way we can bring them back, and he says don't give me hope.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's holding me back from acceptance for him, because he's I mean that is an acceptance in and of itself, but it's not like a No, it is acceptance. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. There's a little bit of both, I feel like.
It's a little bit of denial too.
And he's like all of them, kind of. Apparently, I wish I read the comics more. Like, I wish I had that kind of time. There's just so many comics out there.
I read a lot more when I was younger.
Yeah. Apparently, like, who Hawkeye is in the beginning of Endgame is, like, the name of his alter ego or something?
Yeah, Ronin.
Yeah, Ronin. Okay, yeah.
And it's R-O-N-I-N, not R-O-N-A-N, like Ronin the Accuser.
Okay.
Who is the bad guy in Guardians Volume 1, and he's also in Captain Marvel. Same actor, no black makeup. Lee Pace, actually incredible actor. Small plug for one of my favorite television shows ever. It's called Halt and Catch Fire.
Okay.
And it is about the computer industry in the 70s and 80s.
Interesting.
And it's got Lee Pace as one of the main characters, and it also has the girl who is in the new Terminator movie.
I haven't seen the new Terminator trailer. I think
the trailer looks cool. I'm not a big Terminator fan.
Me neither.
But I'll probably watch it because she's in it, because I really like her. I think she's a great actress. She was in Blade Runner as well. Like, she was in the scene where they're in the underground, and they're like, "You're not the one."
If I don't know, or so I didn't watch the original Blade Runner. It was before me.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't know a lot about it, I am not gonna sit down and watch a 3-hour movie. So I did not see 2048.
Oh, 2049?
Okay, sorry.
Oh. So, before I jump into... Or, I'm not even going to jump into that.
It looked so good. You had Batista in there.
Yep. Yeah. For all of 2 minutes.
Yeah. I mean...
I could talk about Blade Runner 2049 for 7 hours.
Is there really...
Longer than the movie it is itself. It was perfect. It was science fiction perfection.
Did you see?
And I didn't... Huh?
Did you see Ready Player One?
I did.
That's science fiction perfection.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the 5th episode, because I'm about to smack Kiser through the screen. You got to read the book, Boo Boo. Yeah. The book is so much better than the movie. It was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
The movie was a lot of fun to watch, and I like it more every time I watch it. I really do. The book, though, is... I mean, if you like / love the movie, read the book, because it is 1,000 times better. But, yeah. Blade Runner 2049 is my favorite science fiction movie of all time. I'm going to leave it at that, because I'm starting to get, because Pacific Rim is my favorite movie of all time, and it doesn't fall under science fiction. In my book, it falls under kaiju movies. So.
Okay. Kaiju is monsters, right?
Yeah, monster in Japanese.
That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm starting to pick up on the language.
Hey, there you go. I'm working on it.
Oh, we didn't do this at the beginning, but this is Kiser.
And this is Mackay.
Okay. Now that we got that out of the way.
Yeah, good deal.
So back to Sony and E3.
I don't mind the fact that they're not doing a conference. I really don't. Because I think they're going to focus more on the direct style, if you will, that Nintendo has. Or they're just going to say, hey, check the GameStop ads because we got a new game coming.
The only companies that will do that direct style would be Nintendo and frickin' Sony, just because they think that they're so much greater.
Man, I know Sony's awesome. I love Sony. I've loved Sony for forever. But they are not better than everybody else.
I don't like companies that think that because they're better at signing contracts that they're better content producers.
Well, and before the One X, they did have the handle on graphics.
Yeah.
With the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 4 Pro. Just hands down, games on the original Xbox One ran at 940p.
Yeah.
Or 720p, and you had 1080p and upscaled 2160p with the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 4 Pro. Now that we've got, 1440p, not 2160. Now that we have the Xbox One X, you're looking at 2160 and sometimes 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
Not always. But their exclusives are great, but they're not better than everybody else.
I think Sony has the most outdated UI.
Man, the PlayStation 4 is just my brother-in-law loves it because he had an Xbox One for 3 or 4 years before he got a PlayStation 4, and moving from the Xbox One to the PlayStation 4, he's like, dude, the PlayStation 4 is so much better. I don't see it. It's muddled. It's not easy to get through. It's visually boring.
Okay, I'll give it the fact that it's smooth. It is smooth. You can move through the menus really fast, but you're not... You can move...
I just pulled my microphone, sorry.
So you can move through the menus really fast, but like you're not seeing anything with that. With Xbox, they'll show you previews for the game you're about to play. They'll show you who's streaming the game that you're about to play. They'll show you what friends you have that are on the game you're about to play, all on the screen that you see. That's what I want more of.
Socially, the Xbox is leagues ahead.
Oh yeah.
Of the PlayStation. The Xbox on the home screen will show you who of your friends are online.
Yeah.
The PlayStation, you have to move up and go over to the right like 2 or 3 times, and then click a button, and then see who's online. Now, one thing that Sony does have over Xbox is the fact that you can pass the controller over Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So, for instance, one of my best friends from college, Jacob, wanted to try out Kingdom Hearts 3 before he got it. So, I hopped online, started playing Kingdom Hearts 3, passed him the controller over Wi-Fi, and he was playing my Kingdom Hearts 3. Just streaming the game. And he played for about 20 minutes and said, yep, this is awesome, I'm going to get it. And then passed it back to me, and I kept playing.
Yeah, that is cool.
So that's pretty darn cool.
Yeah. It doesn't convince me to buy it, but I mean, it's a cool thing.
Oh, no. And I don't think you should buy it based on that, because in reality, you're still playing a single-player game. You're just watching somebody else play your game.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily fun.
That's true. I did. Have you seen anything about the next-gen consoles that have been announced?
I've seen
or leaked?
What Sony has to offer. It's going to be, next-gen processors, next-gen Radeon graphics. Going to be load times are cut down by into a fraction of what they were. I find it interesting that they're using PlayStation 4 games, though, in order to test those load times. Like, the load time that they tested it with was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Which is cool, but that's not a PlayStation 5 game.
Yeah.
Or whatever they choose to call their next generation PlayStation. That's not going to be the precedent at which they are loading with. It's neat that, you can load Spider-Man on the next-gen hardware in a fraction of a second. But no one's going to... And they have mentioned that they're going to do backwards compatibility. So somebody might be playing Spider-Man on that. But that's not the bar we're trying to set here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I saw Xbox, where I heard Xbox, they announced 8K graphics. Because we need that.
What? No.
I think it was more just to kind of show that it's gonna be up there.
It's the capabilities, yeah.
But the Xbox has announced 2 consoles. Apparently, this is all just what I've heard, and I'm reiterating off of hearing it one time, so I'm not entirely sure it's completely accurate. But they have a budget one, and they have the higher end one. And they're really pushing for the subscription-based gaming. So you do that kind of like how you do with the cell phone, but whenever they come out with that next one, you automatically get the next one. But you could also buy it to own.
I think you and I talked about this. I know I've talked to many people about this, but I do not believe in the future of digital purchases. I'm a physical media person. I like having the case on my shelf. I like being able to pick it up, put it in my console, and bam. I know that it's in there. I put the cartridge in there. So it's a tactile thing for me. But 20 years from now, what if Activision or Ubisoft or one of these companies goes under and decides to pull their game from the licensing goes out? Or a song that they have in the game is only licensed for 10 years. And then after those 10 years, they have to pull the game down because the licensed track isn't available anymore. Or, one of these many different issues. I don't like... I love the convenience of digital gaming. Don't get me wrong. I have a ton of digital games on my Switch. Ton of digital indie titles. But I don't believe in a future of just digital games.
Yeah. But that would still be a problem unless you played offline, I guess. And already had it. I mean, yeah. Played offline.
Well, for instance, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. The Xbox Live Arcade game. You can't buy it anymore.
Because of the licensing?
Because of... I don't specifically know if it's the licensing for the music or if the creators just decided to pull it from the store, but you cannot buy that game anymore. And it's an incredible beat-em-up. It's an arcade beat-em-up akin to like the 90s Simpsons game.
Huh. Oh. I remember that game.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. But you can't buy it anymore. The only way you can play it is if you bought it previously. You can still download it, but because they have the repositories in the shop, but you're out of luck if you don't have it. So, wow, I don't know. And then I look at my Steam library. I've got like 148 games on Steam for some odd reason.
That's ridiculous.
When I was in college, I just bought every Humble Bundle that was available. I bought games on sale all the time, stuff like that.
I hated Steam. Whenever I reset my PC, I vouched to never download it again.
Yeah.
Just because it runs in the background, runs on startup. It's a RAM eater, and I use my computer to play games. Never. Like, I get on my computer, I make graphics for the Cricket Party, I edit for the Cricket Party, post for the Cricket Party, and then I repeat that process and go to sleep. So, like, I really don't do it. Or I do graphics for other people.
We thank you.
I love it. I'll just get on. I'll get on there. I'll be playing a video game. Something will pop in my head. I'll make it real quick on Photoshop or Premiere. I'll be like, oh, I like that. And then I'll...
Kaiser's got some cool stuff coming soon.
Yeah.
I can't wait to show some of the stuff he's been making off.
What I'll say is, what I showed you guys on Thursday, I made more colors of, and it's gonna look nice.
I'm excited about that. Definitely.
I think the orange and yellow was a poor choice.
I don't think it was poor. I think it was a little overstimulating.
Yes, very much so.
But I definitely don't think it was a poor choice.
Yeah. No, I mean, it'll have its place when the time comes. And we'll just see when that is.
Yeah, we got some cool stuff coming.
Yeah.
Visually, as well as content-wise as well.
Yeah. I really hope that this summer we can really just get together, bang it out. Man.
Even if it's not all four of us, if it's two of us, if it's three of us. Yeah. For sure.
Wonder how much insurance costs.
For what?
For health insurance.
It's expensive.
Yeah. I get it through work right now. It's not too bad. It's like $50 a paycheck. So
that's not bad.
$100 a month. I wonder if I can get a comparable rate and not work there. Because I'm ready.
Yeah, I feel you.
It wouldn't be a problem so much if I was working 40 hours, like, with a consistent schedule.
Right.
But I'll have... the hours are so bad. Like, I closed last night, got home at 3:30. Couldn't sleep, didn't get to sleep till like 5:30. Had to be back at work at 12:30. Got like 6 hours of sleep.
You work tomorrow?
Yeah, work tomorrow. Close tomorrow, then I have mid-shift on Sunday. So, it's fine.
No, it's not.
It's not. But hopefully it's only for a little while longer. We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
So anyways, the cricketparty.com you know, I don't know what the link is, but go check out our Patreon and give us the $15 a month option.
Oh, that'd be cool.
All 1,000 of you.
Yes.
I don't know. Mackey's been keeping these analytics close to his heart. I haven't seen him.
I'll show you.
Keeps them a secret.
I'll look them up after this cast for you.
Yeah, you can screen share.
Mm-hmm.
So you could show me that. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever invest in Sony. That's just be my last thing. Like not like invest in their stocks. Like I'll never purchase a PlayStation.
Yeah.
I might buy one of their Blu-ray players if I need one. I might just buy a second Xbox.
Regardless, it's still a Sony Blu-ray player.
Yeah. Samsung probably makes better ones. Why do I need a Blu-ray player? Everything's digital now anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
That'd be the one thing that I would want to have a physical copy of is movies.
Yeah.
Because you really don't own movies anymore. Well, some people do, but like
you own licenses.
You streaming them, and like Netflix is only gonna have that movie you like for so long. They gotta put their money into something else.
Oh yeah.
And then like HBO, like, oh man, like unless you get like you have like PlayStation, goodness, you got like the Play Store stuff or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, even then you're only purchasing licenses.
Yeah, but you're not gonna lose that. Likely you could, but you're most likely not. Just because Consumer Protection Acts and stuff like that, they'd probably be required legally to give you your money back if they did remove that from you.
Oh yeah.
So.
For sure.
Yeah, I think we're winding down here, guys. So
yeah, we've been going for an hour and 2 minutes.
Oh my goodness, this is the longest one yet, huh?
This is the longest one yet. Our this tops our supersized cast from last week with me and Cam clocking in right at 53 minutes. So
goodness.
Yeah. So guys, this has been the 5th episode of the TCP podcast. Do us a favor and like, subscribe, comment on our videos on YouTube. Follow us at The Cricket Party on Twitter. And be on the lookout for a very special Patreon page potentially coming to a Patreon website near you.
Ooh, yes. True.
And we'll be discussing more amongst the party how we want to structure that.
Yeah.
So, be on the lookout for that.
Definitely, like anything that we get from that goes to the channel. It goes back to you guys. It goes into getting coins made, shirts made, jackets,
suede jackets,
jackets. We want to get you guys some merch.
Yeah, for sure. I want to pump out some cool merch. For
those of you that are interested, we definitely want to get you guys some of that. I would like some of that myself.
For sure, I'm with you.
So, we're gonna figure it out, and it's gonna be a road that we walk together and learn together, and just experience together, and it's gonna be a good experience, I think. Mm-hmm. As long as you guys purchase those mangoes using code Cricket.
Yes. Today's podcast was brought to you by Mangoes. Like Kiser said, be sure to use code Cricket at checkout. I don't have a pun for this one, so.
So a man goes to the store.
Yes,
and he says, "I'm with the cricket party."
I thought you forgot about that. So apparently, Kaiser's got the memory of a steel trap. This, ladies and gentlemen, has been Mackay,
and this has been Kiser.
And we'll catch you guys in the next one.
See you later.